It's no secret that Brazil bleeds soccer. It seeps from its society's pores. The only nation to have taken part in every edition of the elite competition, Brazil has lifted the coveted trophy on a record 5 occasions, finished in second place twice, and taken the last spot on the podium at another 2 editions. Among the 12 venues of the 2014 World Cup, the Brasilia Stadium hopes to be the first one to get the highest distinction in sustainable design, the most eco-friendly stadium in the world. Brazil coach Luis Felipe Scolari announced his World Cup squad without any major surprises, choosing most of the players who won last year's Confederations Cup. Although expectations are high for Brazil's football team at the World Cup, it's already clear the country didn't do a very good job preparing for the tournament. Rather than celebrate the return of soccer's preeminent event to Brazil for the first time since 1950, much of the news has focused on the civil unrest, scorching heat of summer, constant delays in construction, and escalating costs that have plagued the preparations for this event. Embattled President Dilma Rousseff reassured that public spending invested in stadiums has to be duly paid by companies that carry these projects.
Talking about the World Cup, I want to make clear that public spending invested in stadiums has to be duly paid by companies that carry these projects. I will never allow money to go out of the budget and jeopardize public services such as education and health.
Sex tourism and child sex trade has long been a concern in Brazil. With an expected influx of some 600,000 foreign tourists, local authorities are targeting it ahead of time with a campaign against sex tourism. Brazilian football legend Pelé expressed concern that social protests in his country could prompt nervous fans from abroad to cancel their trips to the World Cup.
I think that if they continue the demonstration, it will certainly affect us, because we already know that 25% of foreigners who had planned to go to Brazil are worried about the protest movement, and I think they are already cancelled. This is a great loss for the country.
The World Cup unites Brazil like no other event. This year, every day of a Brazil game will be a national holiday. But the World Cup is facing major threats, not to mention the real possibility of a wasted opportunity. It seems that Brazil has been the country of tomorrow for decades. There comes a point when that must be transformed into progress. This is supposed to be that time. Henry Williams reporting for Love World News, Lagos, Nigeria.
And goes all the way through and into the net. A remarkable way for Portugal's defence to be breached.